With Mattman, 9, Paige, and Fat Boy.
P1's Rule.
Turn it up.
On the Rise Guys Morning Show.
When news matters, it matters where you get your news. It's Rise Guys Headlines.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige, and we begin with a discussion about something that stresses people out. You may agree with me after I say this. A study found that bad grammar really does, in fact, stress you out.
I know you'll get pissed at me, but we're live on video right now. You hate when I interrupt you, but we're live on video. We did not say that.
We are live on video, yes. You can watch right now.
See, she'll be mad at me the rest of the segment.
I'm not mad.
No, you get
Says
pissed.
she's not mad.
Well, researchers in England found that when you know something is grammatically wrong, your body reacts by kicking it into stress mode. They proved it by measuring heart rates. So they didn't just look at how fast the heart was beating. They also looked at something called the heart rate variability. So when we're relaxed, our heart rate varies a little, specifically the time between the beat goes up and down, and it's perfectly natural and no big deal. But when something stresses us out, that goes away. Your heart beats faster, and the time between beats is much more consistent. So therefore, the study found that bad grammar can cause that to happen just like a perceived threat can. So grammar nuts aren't just whining. Your bad grammar really is stressing them out.
Makes sense, I guess. I think it would be cool on roller coasters when they do this, the picture of you being scared going down the hill. They also tell you what your heart rate was on the little picture.
That's
That'd
good.
be cool. It's like, look how scared he was. He had 109. You pussy.
I hope,
You were so scared. And we have science to back it up right now.
and I hope they do it the old-fashioned way too. Instead of like linking it to your device, they put one of those old heart rate monitors you strap around your chest on, and then everybody has to get off and put that on and take it off and then change it out with the next person.
They
It's
should,
all sweaty.
Simpson should make those for, like, wouldn't you like to be watching the dash cam of a NASCAR driver and see what their current heart rate is?
Yeah. They do some of that stuff though. I've seen some of that on
With
NASCAR.
the heart rate?
Seen some of that on
that's
NASCAR
cool.
racing. Yeah,
They should do one that shows like their bladders filling up.
they should.
That
Yeah.
would be
At
interesting.
those
Like,
towns on.
oh, they got a pit soon.
Get a
And I
bath.
think we know why.
Get me a gauge on how bad that dude has to go to the bathroom.
Run an EKG.
There's more to be done with that.
Oh,
CDC full panel. Well, you know, the person who corrects you might not really know all the rules.
like your mom.
Like, are you an English teacher? Like, why are you trying to tell me how to use commas? And like, you don't even know where they go. Semicolons and what you should capitalize. So it shouldn't drive everybody crazy. A lot of people don't know what they're looking for.
Not just written stuff. I think this is mainly spoken grammar, bad grammar. That
Like,
makes
who is
people
you?
Cringe worthy.
Like if somebody said, who is you?
Uh-huh.
Like, okay. I could see that. That would drive somebody crazy.
I'm surprised y'all have so much to say about this.
There's a lot.
It's just, I guess an issue with a lot of people. Some people don't like misspellings, but then again, they make a lot of them.
Fat Boy doesn't
That's
like.
a shot at me.
No,
right
it
there.
ain't.
It is.
No,
Fat Boy
you don't
doesn't.
misspell a lot.
Fat Boy doesn't like being corrected, which goes with his mentality. Fat Boy's not like authority, which
But-
is fine. It's not a knock.
It depends on who's doing it, though. Like, you have to have credentials to correct somebody.
Yeah.
You should, at least.
What, like a degree?
Teaching.
You probably, yeah.
You can't just know something.
I mean, I can't, like, go up to you and say, hey, you got a fever. You should take this, that, or the other. Like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what you should
You're
be
not a
doing.
program director. What do you think you're doing?
I know. I mean, I can't be playing these parts now.
But what if
Not
you've had like
qualified.
doctors tell you for 40 years that if you have a fever, you should take one of these known fever reducers? Well, then it's pretty common knowledge, right?
What if the doctor's saying it, though? You put some stock in it. You know, if somebody says, hey, rub a cigarette on your bee sting, you're like, I don't know. You ain't a hillbilly
Or
doctor.
pee on that. That's not advisable.
So as long as he's
Jellyfish.
being bought and paid for by the drug companies, you trust him.
Hey, now.
I don't know if you're talking about a jellyfish sting or a style in the eye.
I've never heard
Either
of
way,
the latter.
it's amazing what urine will do for you.
Mhm.
It'll toughen up your hands.
It's like, oh, I got stung on the lips. Help.
Baseball players do that.
More Salu.
Yeah,
famously.
touches on his hands.
Yep.
Toughens
Well, probably
up.
not now that he's retired, but he used to.
I
back
think
in the
he
day.
does it as a ritual.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want his hands to look older than his regular
At a
body.
certain point, you just enjoy having warm hands.
Yeah.
You
To
know
each
the
his
big
own.
one?
Like, I mean, I ride around all the time with the heated steering wheel on now because it feels good on my old hands.
Really?
Yeah. it
You ever
feels
like,
great.
ah,
Oh, when it's like real hot, like today, it's gonna be like mid 80s around here, so I won't have it on then.
nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
But tomorrow's like 60.
Like the trees, like the color, they're gonna go from orange to like black in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're so
and green
pretty
in the
now.
middle.
Oh my gosh, so pretty. Well, at the
Exactly.
Jason Aldean show, there was a guest host, a surprise person out in the crowd.
Kane Hodder,
No, wrestler.
Kane wrestler.
So this
Glenn
was,
Jacobs.
this was as Jason Aldean wrapped up his tour in Tampa on Saturday.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Is it a wrestler?
Was he there with
Yeah.
Greg the Hammer Valentine? They're good friends apparently.
70 years old.
Holster.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So he
Jesus.
surprised the crowd by bringing out
I
a
bet Brutus
special
was there.
guest, 70-year-old Hulk Hogan.
That's where all wrestlers like go to die. I mean, like,
Aw.
whoa, I mean, same thing go for people from New York.
Yeah. Wrestlers generally retire
Circus
to,
people.
to a state with no state income tax.
Yeah. Circus people go there to die.
Yeah.
But he's like kind of technically from there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda.
clear. Well, no, he's from Georgia though,
Well,
right?
he was born in Augusta, Georgia, and
Yeah.
at the time his parents lived in a trailer in Aiken, South Carolina.
Right.
So he technically is a South Carolinian by birth, though he did seem to grow up in Florida.
Was born in Evans, brother.
That's the short version of it.
It was either Aiken or North Augusta where his parents lived. It was one or the other.
I'm your brother.
When
We
he was
saw
born.
his brother this past weekend
Brother,
on the
brother.
cam.
Yeah, I was watching that Key West Fantasy Fest camera. Everybody naked,
Yeah.
including an old man who looked like Hulk Hogan with his junk out.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he had like Hulk Hogan's mustache, and he's walking down Duval Street in Key West wearing
Duval.
a frilly black lace tutu with his stuff out.
Oh, so that was intentional. It wasn't like it fell out.
No, he pointed up at the camera and then pointed to it to make sure you looked.
Yeah.
Recreate it right now, Jim.
I don't have a black tutu.
Oh, that's
As
true.
if it
I only
fell
brought my
out.
pink one.
Do it with the dog mask.
Oh
Do it
my
with the belly
God.
cast. I'm gonna go get the
Do
belly
it.
cast just so
Where's
we can
that?
have it here on
Do
the,
something with it, yeah.
the thing.
I'll wait for it. So when Hulk hyped up the crowd for a minute and then he walked off stage, Jason called him the GOAT. I don't know if he's the GOAT of
Oh, you just
wrestling.
got mooned behind your back.
I did?
You didn't see it.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. It's pretty.
Oh, look.
Look how hard it is.
Smacking you.
It's
Ah,
gonna get you.
ah.
Gonna get you.
Man, that thing came out flat. It kind of looks like a platter or something.
It's got a little
Some platters in there.
concavity. Is
Oh
that
yeah.
what?
It
Concavity?
could be a platter, could be a bowl.
Yeah.
Could be all kinds of things.
It could be like if COVID comes back, like a huge mask.
Like a massive COVID mask.
Now we beat it.
That's brilliant. We didn't beat it.
Goes on
We
for-
showed China.
We
I'll put
need
it
to
back
make
in.
it stiff so it doesn't collapse.
Say again.
We need to
I can't
spray-
hear you with no headphones.
We
on.
need to spray something on there so it stays stiff.
Well, yeah, that's what the stuff was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even
Rub Viagra all over it.
yeah, do whatever you
Oh,
can.
Paige Fatboy says you can't talk about this because you don't have a degree in plaster of Paris.
I don't.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
That's
did.
like a real degree, nine.
I'm just saying.
I've been
Plus, did you
plastered
hear
in
that
Paris
sentence?
before that. So does that count?
No, I haven't. My dream is to go to Paris and get plastered there.
You're gonna go to
Champagne.
La France. That's
La
as far as
France.
you get.
Well, Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Lucky
Would we?
her. She's having such a great year. She's a billionaire. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Taylor's net worth is now $1.1 billion, thanks in large to her record-breaking Eras tour. It's not even over yet, so she'll make more than $1 billion.
Yeah, because the movie is basically the concert minus a few songs.
But,
What
here-
you'd call a concert film.
Yeah.
Not that I'm an expert or nothing.
but here's the deal.
I mean, it's like no backstage footage.
I do
This-
not have a degree in film from the University of Southern California.
You got one and not shutting up ever.
Well, you were my instructor.
Well, here's where she may get some more money because she kicks off the international leg of her tour.
Whoa,
this
she's throwing that leg.
Thursday in Argentina.
Wonderful.
So she's going to make a lot of money. I'm sure people all over the world love Taylor Swift.
I don't think she's gonna make any more money.
I
don't
think
think
this is
so.
it for her.
Do you have a degree in finance, Fat Boy?
She's all, yes, I do, nine. SH. I got two of them. Right here. Here's
Marketing.
both of them.
Accounting. What degrees do you have in finance?
I hate coming here.
He was pointing to the ground.
This
room.
Oh. I thought he was pointing at a dead raccoon.
Well, Taylor is one of the
I see a lot of them
few
here lately.
entertainers to reach billionaire status on the basis of her music and performances alone. So, congrats to her. That's an
Congratulations. It makes me smile
accomplishment.
Mhm.
Yeah, well,
that she's a billionaire.
That's great news that other people don't have to worry about money ever.
She joins the club with Rihanna, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. They recently reached billionaire
Some of those
status.
were on the flight log.
Yeah. She has $1 billion. And I'm going to go out Ubering after the show, just hoping I can get Rhea Ripley a ride to her hotel or the arena or anywhere.
Just driving around hoping.
Yeah.
Little rips.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question. With movies getting longer and longer, should they have intermission breaks?
Yes.
Sometimes you have, I don't see how you can go that long without going to the bathroom, and you don't want to miss the movie.
You know, you can have those at home if you watch it at home.
Well, an indie theater got in trouble
Mhm.
for having an intermission break for the movie Killers of the Flower Moon. Why? Well, it
'Cause
was
that's a long time.
3 hours and 26 minutes long.
Yeah.
Studio representatives contacted one of the theaters that did it and said that they violated their licensing agreement.
I don't think I ever want to watch it. Like, it don't look, I don't know. It's just not one that strikes you like, I got to see that one.
Well,
I've
It is
never
a
heard of
Scor-
it before.
Scorsese's movie.
Yeah. I want to watch it, but, you know, that 3.5 hour movie, you're supposed to watch 3.5 hours at the house. That's too long to sit anywhere.
that would be like a couple of days to watch it. Watch half and
That
then
would,
the other.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
but
long time.
even if you're at home sitting there like sediment for 3.5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
God,
It's hard to do.
I don't sit on the couch that long. I mean, I would have to do other things, take a break at least. So, an anonymous theater employee says that they did an 8-minute break and it was a hit. And this person says, we're going to keep doing it and going forward with longer movies. But now it doesn't seem like an option if the company that puts it out is really upset that you're going to put an intermission in.
I mean, it's not local wrestling shows. It makes sense there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the intermission of those, they're selling gimmicks.
Yeah. And you can sodas.
That's when the intermission at local wrestling's when you get to get in the ring and take a photo with Buff Bagwell.
And maybe the film company's upset where you decided to put the intermission without discussing it with them. I don't know.
it's kind of like our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They will sometimes just abruptly stop and go into a commercial,
Yeah.
and then come back and awkwardly be like,
It doesn't really matter where you put the marker in either. It just goes where it wants to.
Pretty much. Hashtag ad rolls.
Yeah.
More clips coming your way.
Well, I'm Paige, and those are your Rise Guys headlines.
Thank you. We will take a break. We will come back and we'll say, hey, famous people born on the 30th of October, All Hallows Eve.
Mhm.
Happy birthday.
Or
Suck it. Coming up shortly. Morning, everybody.
Miss something? Download the free podcast at theriseguys.com.
Everything you need. This